Robertson, founder of the On Purpose Woman Global Community and founder and publisher of On Purpose Woman magazine. Welcome to Connections on Purpose. Whether you're here with us live on Zoom, joining us on Facebook, or watching later on YouTube, I'm glad you're here. This is an opportunity to slow down, fill up, and connect with other heart-centered women who are making a difference in the world. And I'm really blessed to have one of those women with me today. Mary E. Knippel is speaking on Everything is an Opportunity to Write Your Story of Joy. Mary is an author, a speaker, and a soul story mentor. She draws on 40 plus years of journalism and a lifelong journaling practice to help women transform experiences into stories of hope and wisdom. A three-time breast cancer thriver, she inspires others to share their voice, heal, and create meaningful legacies through storytelling. You can learn more about Mary at maryeeknippel.com, and that link is also in the text of this video. And Mary, I just want to say I always appreciate the wisdom and the passion and just the sensitivity that you bring to your work. And you bring it when you speak to the On Purpose Woman Global community. So thank you again for your presence today. And I look forward to what you're going to share with us. You're
Oh,
on.
thank you. Sorry. All of a sudden, I have no voice. Uh, Joy is the holy fire that keeps our purpose warm. Helen Keller. Jenny, I'd like to acknowledge you for your wisdom to recognize the transformative power of writing and the opportunity for us to write our story of joy. And all of you who are here listening, for your curiosity and your desire to be the writer of your life's adventures. I'd like to tell you why I'm so passionate about you owning the story of your joy. My life is a story of overcoming, and I have had the wisdom to choose joy. When I was growing up, my mother said, you be a secretary. That's practical. Because I wanted to write. And when I got to go to college at the ripe old age of 30, my advisor said, you're a bored housewife. I don't know if I can put you in the reporter track for the School of Journalism. Little did he know that I would graduate, and doing personal profiles is something that gives me joy and that people acknowledge I'm good at. I have been blessed to work with women on their journey to becoming who they have always known they are, and having their stories light the way for themselves and often for others after. I'm going to give you all I can in the time that we have allowed, for those of you who want to know more and how I can help you with your map to find your story. We'll talk about that later. Everything is an opportunity to write your story of joy. Imagine you've been writing and your circumstances have turned into opportunities of joy. Where are you now? Sometimes we find ourselves stuck in how things have been for so long, we don't remember we can rewrite the ending. Writing is simply having a conversation on the page with your soul. I'll tell you a couple secrets with the way I address writing. You choose compassion. You recognize synchronicities, and you are inspired by who you have become. And today, I hope everyone has paper and pen, because we're not just going to talk about choosing your story of joy. We are going to be having an opportunity to put pen to paper. And I want you to consider, what if nothing in your life has been wasted? Not the messy moments, not the uncertain seasons, not even the ones you wished had never happened. What if everything has been quietly offering you an opportunity to write your story of joy. Not a perfect story, not a polished story, a true story, a meaningful story, your story. Because here's what I've seen after decades as a journalist, asking intuitive questions, and a lifetime of writing in my own journal. Writing isn't about performing, it's about transforming. And today I want to show you how everything in your life can become an invitation to step into your story of joy. First, let's talk about that myth of someday I'll have joy. So many women I work with believe this quietly, almost invisibly. I'll feel joy when things settle down, when I have more time, when I finally feel confident, when life gets easier. But joy doesn't live in someday. Joy lives in this moment when you decide to see it. Because joy is not something you wait for. It's something you practice noticing. And often it's hidden in the places we overlooked. So our first experience with the pen and paper, we're going to write for 1 minute, and you're simply going to respond to the phrase, joy has been quietly showing up in my life when, and I will put that in the chat. Joy is quietly showing up in my life when. Don't overthink it. Respond to the words and let your hand move across the page. Okay. Your life is filled with what I call story seeds, tiny, ordinary moments that don't seem important until you pause. A conversation that lingers, a memory that surfaces unexpectedly, a feeling that you can't quite explain, a moment of beauty that catches your breath. These aren't random, they are invitations. It's when you begin to notice them, you begin to live differently. You shift from autopilot to awareness, from rushing through your life to receiving your life. Let's talk about something a little deeper, because it's easy to see joy in the beautiful moments. Well, but what about the difficult ones? What about the chapters that feel heavy or confusing or painful? I know that not many people would have described, oh, I've had breast cancer 3 times and it's been such a gift, because it brought me clarity and confidence about me having an impact with my writing and stepping into being a speaker and leading workshops. Joy is not the absence of hardship. It's the meaning we create from it. Your life experiences, every single one of them, carry wisdom. It gives you permission to reflect, to write, to understand. And those experiences begin to transform, not by erasing what happened, by revealing what you gained. Strength, clarity, compassion, and truth. So this time, we're going to talk about what experience has taught me about myself. So respond to it. Don't go grasping into your memory bank of, oh, this one, yeah, this one. No, the first thing that comes to mind when I say, this experience taught me about myself. I'm going to write a minute about that. I'm going to put it in the chat. So you can see how writing is a pathway to joy. I've been journaling since I was 11 years old. And what I discovered long before I had words for it is this, that writing is a conversation with your soul. It's where clarity lives, it's where truth rises, and where joy reconnects with you. Because when you write, you begin to hear yourself, not the noise of the world, not expectations, but your inner knowing. And your inner knowing leads you back to what matters most. You are the author of your joy. The most powerful truth I can offer today is that you are the author of your story, not your past, not other people's opinions, not the doubts you try to keep small. You. And being the author doesn't mean rewriting facts. It means choosing meaning. It means asking, what do I want this moment to mean? What am I choosing to carry forward? How do I want to experience my life? Joy becomes available the moment you decide to write your story from a place of truth and compassion. Because your story isn't something you create someday. It's right here, right now. So our final writing experience is to complete this prompt. The story of joy I am ready to step into is. Let this be your beginning. Here's what I know. There is a story inside you. It's ready to be written. Not perfectly, not all at once, honestly, from your heart. And sometimes you need support to do it clearly. We need someone to walk beside us, to reflect back what we might not see. And that's why I created the Soul Story Roadmap session, a powerful one-on-one experience where we explore the story that is ready to emerge within you, the patterns and experiences shaping your voice, the next aligned steps for expressing your story, and how to begin writing with clarity and confidence. It's a space for you to begin to be seen, to be heard, and to reconnect with your truth. If something within you is saying, yes, trust that, I invite you to book your Soul Story Roadmap session today, because your story of joy is not just for you. It's the story someone else needs to remember what's possible in their own life. Your life is speaking. Your story is unfolding. And everything is an opportunity for you to write your story of joy. I'm going to end here so that if anybody has any questions about the prompts that came up or something that they want to discuss about my talk, I'm here for you. Mary Knippel, the Soul Story Mentor.
Mary, wow, thank you so much for that. I would like for all of us here on Zoom together to please unmute yourselves and let's let Mary hear some of our love. You can shout, you can clap, you can um, say yay, thank you, thank you. Beautifully done,
Beautiful.
beautifully
Thank you.
done. Again, I love your sincerity. I love your surety, your certainty. You're certain of this, and I just really admire that so much. So thank you. Okay. So all of you who've joined us here live or catching the replay, thank you for being part of our community. If you want to join us for future Connections on Purpose gatherings on Zoom or in person in Columbia, Maryland, or explore On Purpose Woman magazine, just visit my website, opwgc.com. That, along with Mary's information, is in the text of this video. On my website, you'll find opportunities for inspiration, connection, and growth, both personally and professionally. So until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, stay connected, and stay on purpose. Thank you.